Well, good evening. Ethan back for today, an album review, and I'm going to be reviewing the fifth album from one of my favorite bands. I've already reviewed some of their other albums. A band from the United Kingdom, Uriah Heep, and this is The Magician's Birthday. That cool cover art. This is a concept album based around a magician, sort of a swords and sorcery kind of theme, loosely based on a short story by keyboardist Ken Hensley. You got the kind of the warrior guy facing off against the magician. You got some weird psychedelic looking flowers over here. He's kind of standing on these rocks. Really cool. Roger Dean cover art there. He did a lot of the cover art for Uriah Heep's albums, and they're all really good. I like them all. I got this for $6, so it was a steal about 4 months ago. Again, I mentioned I had reviewed some of their other albums, Demons and Wizards, Very Heavy, Very Humble, Salisbury. I still have to review Look at Yourself, their third album. Haven't reviewed that one yet. I own their first 5 albums. This is the 5th. So I would say after this point, they kind of the quality kind of dropped off a little bit in the band and the albums. They're still really good after this. There's some great albums, and I'll probably get them at some point. But the first 5 Uriah Heep albums are definitely my favorite. All right, let's get right into it. The band consisted of, at this point, 1972 this was released. November the 1st, 1972. They released 2 albums in 1972. Demons and Wizards, about 6 months prior, and then this one, The Magician's Birthday, November 1st, 1970, recorded September and October 1972. The studio was Lansdowne Studios in London. The genre is hard rock, progressive rock, and heavy metal even. And the label is Bronze and Island in the UK, Mercury in North America. Produced by Gary Braun. The band consisted of Gary Thane on bass, guitar, Lee Kerslake, drums and percussion, longtime member, Mick Box, guitars. He's still a member of the band, the only member still there to this day. Ken Hensley on keyboards, guitars, synthesizers, David Byron on vocals. Fantastic vocalists. This is considered their classic lineup. They released Demons and Wizards with this lineup, and then this one, and I believe by the next one, the lineup had changed a little bit, but considered their most commercially successful. Again, I love all their first 5 albums. It's hard for me to pick, but I do love this one, and I've been listening to it a lot recently. You got 8 tracks. 8 excellent tracks. There's really not a stinker or a bomb track on there. You got cool cover art inside. Got a shot of the guys in action right there. Really cool. David Byron, the vocalist. There's Ken Hensley right there. Kind of looks like Geddy Lee of Rush a little bit. You got the drummer, the bass guitar, Gary Thane. And it's got a little few paragraphs from Ken Hensley talking about the album in September of 1972. Basically, he's saying it's based on a short story he wrote, loosely based on a short story he wrote called The Magician's Birthday over the summer of 72. And, they've been touring vigorously since Demons and Wizards. And they kind of rushed. They wanted to get another album out there to kind of hot on the heels of Demons and Wizards. So they put this one out. But to me, it doesn't sound like a rushed album. It sounds really good. You got great quality songs. You got great guitar, great vocals. The song arrangements are fantastic. Just the way it's written. The flow of the album is very nice. There's not a song that kind of feels out of place on the whole album. It flows nicely. And maybe I would say this album, their other albums before this have stronger songs here and there, But as an overall album, this might be their strongest, their best. They might have peaked with this, and then after this point, it was downhill from there. But overall, might be their best album. Again, not the biggest songs they ever released, but the flow of the album is just so good, in my opinion. And I know a lot of Uriah Heep fans love this album. I know one guy I watched on YouTube, it was his favorite, and I see where he's coming from. It's definitely in my top 3, probably. But again, let's get into the songs. Enough rambling. I could talk all day about Uriah Heep. Great band. You got the first track is called Sunrise, written by Ken Hensley. Great opening track. Kind of a moody, even ethereal sounding song. You got some acoustic guitar, kind of folksy sounding. Beautiful, fantastic vocal performance by David Byron. Then you have the next track called Spider Woman, which is kind of an up-tempo boogie rocker. Really kind of a catchy, kind of a more straightforward rock tune. Nice chorus, really catchy song, Spider Woman. And then you have Blind Eye and Echoes in the Dark, kind of where they get real progressive. Sounds like prog rock. Sounds like even like some Pink Floyd and Echoes in the Dark. Very proggy here. Kind of a moody, dreamy atmosphere in those two songs. They're really cool, though. Really cool. This really was the band kind of experimenting. The first maybe 2-3 albums is kind of more straightforward hard rock with keyboard, like a Deep Purple. But those two songs is definitely very, very prog rock. Very nice. Then you have the song Rain, written by Ken Hensley himself, just Ken Hensley. It's kind of a mellow, melancholy song about rain. It's kind of this kind of song you'd kind of listen to, kind of watching the rain out your window on a rainy day, just kind of quiet, introspective maybe. Great vocal performance from David Byron again. Fantastic vocalist, underrated for sure. Then you have side 2 with Sweet Lorraine, which is a up-tempo rocker like Spider Woman. It's kind of more of a straightforward, rock song about love or what have you. Very good, very catchy as well. Great intro on that song. I think it's synthesizers and keyboards. Great intro in that song, and you have great guitar work throughout all these songs from Mick Box. The next song is called Tales, Tales. Fantastic song. Beautiful vocal melody from David Byron again. Sounds like a broken record, but every song he's just top notch on. This is more of an acoustic number. You can see the track listing there. Tales, second from the last on side 2. Acoustic guitar all throughout it. Very folksy, very melancholy, proggy. But again, it kind of reminds me of like a folk song. Kind of maybe a little Zeppelin-ish. But again, very unique. You didn't hear a lot of songs like that. These guys didn't really sound like anybody else, and that's why I love them so much. Then you have the last song on the album, which is a 10-minute and 23-second epic called "The Magician's Birthday" title track, which is about the magician's birthday. Literally, they sing "Happy Birthday" to a magician in the song. Prog rock epic, no doubt. 10-minute song 10 minutes of your life you'll never want back. Epic. Complex. The arrangements there's like 3 different parts to the song. It's really like 3 songs in one song. It's like their other albums where they have a long title track, Salisbury, Look at Yourself, and then I forget the one in Paradise the Spell and Demons and Wizards. They always have, early on they had a long track, usually the last song on the album, that was just a prog rock epic, and The Magician's Birthday, it's that prog rock epic. It has like 3 different parts. You've got a great guitar solo from Mick Box in it. Fantastic. He's using the wah-wah pedal a lot in that song and throughout the whole album, really. He loved the wah-wah pedal, like Kirk Hammett from Metallica, who came after. But, yeah, fantastic song. And that's the album. 8 songs, tight album. There's the back. Get another look at it. Very cool. You got the weird little cat kind of ocelot looking thing running up the stairs. Just a great album. 8 songs that are just, they're all really good. There isn't a bum song on the album, in my opinion. This might be their strongest album. Their 5th album. They released 2 in 1972. This is the last one of 72. And after this point, those albums are still worth checking out. I've listened to them up to about 1980. John Lawton came into the band after David Byron was fired or left, I believe, in 76. But yeah, early 70s Uriah Heep, can't go wrong. Got the vinyl in here. Kind of old looking. It's got like a newspapery looking thing. Great albums. Rod Stewart. Got some cool stuff on there, and the vinyl is right there. Really cool. And again, for $6, yeah, this is a steal. For a score, it's so hard to score albums. It's not like beer, really, but I mean, you could do stars, you could do a number, you could do, whatever. Out of 5 stars, this gets a 4.5. It's not perfect, but it's darn close, in my opinion. You may not like these guys. Some people may not like the vocals. They may not like the progressive kind of weird nature of the music. But yeah, great album. 4 out of 5 stars for me. Easily I don't know, what does that translate to out of 100? I guess that would just be an 85, but it's a lot better than an 85 to me. It's more like a 95. It's a great album. Anyway, 4.75 out of 5 stars, whatever. Definitely at least 4. 90 out of 100, 95. I'm going 95. Great album. Obviously, I like it if I own it on their first 5. If you want to check these guys out, I would recommend this album, Demons and Wizards, and probably their first 5. Check out their first 5. This one, Magician's Birthday, Demons and Wizards, Look at Yourself, Salisbury, and Very Heavy, Very Humble. Those are probably their best material if you are interested in checking out these guys. I recently, the last year, I've probably got into them a lot, and quickly have become one of my favorite bands from the early 70s, hard rock out of the UK for sure. So yeah, check these guys out if you're interested. If not, you don't have to watch the video. But yeah, love this band, love this album. 95 out of 100 for Uriah Heep, The Magician's Birthday. Thank you for watching.